Hey everybody, welcome back to Brambleberry Cottage.
Hi everyone. Another week?
Yeah.
I feel like we're always saying that, another week, but...
Because it is.
It is. We are in the finishing week.
Of the laundry room, yes.
Yes.
Finally getting that wrapped up. Hopefully the hardware comes in time to finish that door.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
that's a big one. We do have a lot of other stuff to finish in the laundry room.
Yes.
Minor details mostly, but that barn door is one of the big ones. So.
Yes, so he's talking about the hardware, the track there for the barn door, and we will be building the barn door as well. And hopefully that will all be situated this week. If not, we'll at least have built the door, and while we're waiting for the track, we will head into next week into different projects. We have a lot of things to get into around the house, so hopefully we can finish it. If not, we'll do it during that week and we'll show you a quick excerpt of finishing that. But we also have new knobs to put on the cabinets. They are in.
Trim work to do.
Finishing our trim work, yes. Little gaps here and there that we just want to touch up and make right. The window frame.
Yep, frame in the window. You got a new curtain.
Yes, and we had sprayed the spring rod, and we want to put all that up and back together. A strip from the two different floors.
Right,
just
transition
to kind of,
strip. Right.
Yes,
yep.
just to give that nice, easy transition. I feel like I might be missing something.
Probably.
But, oh, and of course, the finishing decor. So we'll be, having some jars out that will have different things displayed in it for the laundry room. Very practical things, but a little bit of decor in there.
You wanted me to make a box for
yes,
laundry sheets?
Yes, that's part of what I'm talking about. But thank
Okay.
you for saying that specifically.
Right.
Yes. So I'm going to ask Paul to make a box where we get laundry sheets. I do get some powder as well, so that'll be in some kind of a container. But the laundry sheets are very economical. They're ecologically friendly, and they do a great job cleaning your clothes. We do order that from Grove every month, and it's great. We really like it. It does a great job. So I would rather have that. We're not associated or sponsored by them in any way. I'm just saying that we really like it.
You don't like the little cardboard box that comes in?
No.
So
I just wanted to pretty up the space. So it'll be little details like that, but it'll be hopefully finished this week. I'm very excited about that. Yeah. And you will be getting this later, but as we're doing this, it's actually the day before Valentine's Day. So by the time you see this, we're sorry to be late, but happy late Valentine's Day. We hope that you had a great Valentine's Day. Hopefully we have a nice Valentine's Day as well. Sometimes life gets a little crazy, but we do plan on having a nice dinner and dessert and some time together. So that'll be nice. Yeah. I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, mostly touching up the laundry room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come along and join us and see how we finish off this room.
Sounds good.
Thanks everyone for joining us. All right, so we have our knobs up now. I really like the new knobs and the handles. What we have left to do is the gap here, and Paul's going to drill new holes in here so we can put the last two knobs that we have for this cabinet. We are working on fixing this window box frame with an access panel for the other shutoff up there in that corner. And then we're gonna put the rod and the curtain there, and that'll be finished. Then we have the handles that came with this cabinet, that blue pantry cabinet. I think, I actually really like the handles, and it is rounded when we're going for kind of a different feel. However, for expense reasons, and also because I actually like the handles, but they are white, so I'm going to spray paint them black, and we'll have that done. Another thing is we're going to deal with this barn door situation. We're going to make the barn door out of Luan, and it's just a facade to look nice and to cover this. We're not going with a steel door or anything because we have a lot of steel Beyond that, we have an alarm system, so it's not a secure thing. This is, and we do have it insulated here. It's more of like, it's ugly. So we really want to fix that, and we really love the barn door look. So it's just going to be a facade to cover the ugliness of this, and it's going to have a nice new frame, the track system, and then a homemade door for the facade of it. And there will be some little touches here and there to finish things off. I'm going to do a little decor on the counter here. We have our signs. We did notice the sign that we had here is getting a little wobbly, so we're going to try to get that to stop moving because it keeps shifting and getting crooked. So we're gonna fix that situation. A tip for that I'm gonna try out, that I got a tip somewhere else, is to take the picture or whatever you have, artwork, and on the back of it, you're supposed to put a little, like a good thick nub, I guess for lack of a better word, of hot glue, and it will give like a little something to kind of hold it in place. And I'm gonna try it. I really like the idea. I've never tried it before, so let's see how it works out. We are also going to put a rug here on the floor to warm it up and make it nice and cozy and to make a pretty room. And we are going to put a trim connecting the two floors. We don't need it super thick because this is a thin floor, but something to kind of give that little transition a nice, better looking feel to it. We have a few gaps here and there up in the beam like area, and we want to fix that a bit. And anything that just needs a little touch up or a little fix, we're going to do that to kind of wrap it up, and it will be a finished room. So stay tuned. So the video was off, so I don't know if you got any of that, but was cleaning the buffet and I noticed there's just so many marks on it. Even with the Barkeeper's Friend, which is a great product for getting stains and all kinds of things out. This is what I was talking about with the brick. In one of my comments, someone had asked, and I wanted to mention that when you put even a matte polyurethane over paint, you sometimes get this yellowing and it doesn't come out. And here it is on our furniture. And you want to protect it because it is paint and it will stain and make gouges and whatnot. You want to protect it, however, it's not getting protected. We also have plants here and we're getting these rings where we watered it. It just looks really dirty and messy. So I think what I'm going to do is sand this down and I don't know, I guess clean it up and just leave it kind of rough. And then come later spring, I think I'm going to empty all this out and maybe touch up the paint on everything, as well as maybe make this wood on top and just seal that after that. So maybe the white with the wood top, which I am starting to like the look of. If you remember, we did that with our china closet downstairs, and I loved that. That was also, as this is, inherited from my grandmother years ago. So it does look really dingy and yellowing and spots. So it's time for a refresh. So later spring I'll do that. For now, I'll clean it up the best that I can, sand it up, and try to make it presentable.
So Gina's looking for a box to put our laundry sheets in. I've got some scraps of wood. I'm going to see what I can throw together. I had gotten these corner clamps for Christmas this year, and these are just fantastic. I've used them probably 5 or 6 times already, and they really are an extra set of hands to hold everything nice and square while you're setting things up, while you're fastening everything together. Really fantastic stuff. I really recommend them. Handy little guys. So this is a strip of Blue-On where I sanded down these edges here to make a transition between the concrete floor in our basement and the new laundry room floor. I'm just going to give it a quick coat of stain before I go ahead and glue it down with some liquid nails.
Oh, there's two. I did not notice. So we ordered these curtains from Amazon, and they're really great actually. They have a really nice fabric on them, and it'll be easy to clean, which is always a plus. And Paul had spray painted for me this spring rod. I had wanted to get, if you can see, I wanted to get a black one, and we had the spring rod, so Paul's thought was, why waste $7? Why not just get a spray paint? Because we had the spray paint, and just spray paint it. So, voila. So we noticed that we picked it up too quickly, so it's a little tacky. So I'm just going to touch these up, but you get the overall idea of it. I like the black with the blue. And then our curtains. So we're doing this. So one of the next things we're going to do is on the back of here, on this picture, we're going to put little dabs of hot glue and let them dry, so they'll hopefully hold it to the wall. It's a little trick that we've learned through the years, but hopefully it'll work.
Because it used to, we hung it up on the one screw and it would kind of angle.
Yes.
So this way it'll stop it from sliding.
Yes, I'm sorry, I should have explained that. So yes, because it'll just keep moving. So even the slightest movement, even just with a washer and dryer, sometimes they vibrate a little bit too much when there's a lot of clothes in there, and it shakes where the floor is, it goes up to the wall, and then a little bit and sometimes just sitting there, just the slightest little movement in the room can do that. So the little dots of hot glue will help it, will prevent it from moving too much.
So did you say we let this dry now?
So we let this dry for, no, I didn't say it, I'm sorry. Today, my brain, I'm telling you, a lot of times, a lot of days. But yeah, no, little dots of glue. You want to make it thick enough, and I'm sorry, I'm getting strands of this glue everywhere. Anyway, yes, we're going to let this dry for maybe a minute or two, just a little bit of time. So, and then it'll get hard before you know it, and then you can place it against the wall, and you'll have these like little, almost like plasticky or rubbery nubs, but it's the glue, and it will hopefully it may help it adhere to the wall. So I love getting these from Grove. We're not associated with them in any way. They're not sponsors. We would love them to be, but Grove, where we get a lot of our cleaning products from, pretty much most of them. We get these laundry detergent sheets, and we love them. If I have a small load, I'll make a half sheet, and otherwise, these will dissolve. It's laundry detergent. It will dissolve and clean your clothes really, really well. I've never had an issue with stains or anything. But anyway, I am going to, I had Paul make this laundry sheets box, which is, look how cute that is. He's going to put some felt on the bottom, but I just wanted to show you that we're going to put the laundry sheets in here. I am going to write a little label here on the side, and that will be our laundry sheets. And then we have this little vase here. It's an apothecary jar. And I grabbed, I usually get these from Grove, but they had a really good deal on Amazon for less than $10 of this 6-pack of wool balls. It will not all fit in there, but I thought, look how cute that is. And then we can have our wool dryer balls. And every so often, I'll put in, oh, they will all fit. I will put a couple of those, and as they start to wear down, what I love to do is I save these, and I take a little lint, what do you call that, dear?
Lint shaver?
Lint shaver, thank you. A lint shaver to it, and get all the little pilling that it goes around the little wool dryer balls, and they look like snowballs. They'll look brand new like this again, and I put them in the winter in a little jar, and it looks like a bucket of snowballs. I love it. So you keep it.
You're saying for the used ones that have been
When the used ones.
when they're
Paul
a
is
year old or so?
Yeah, Paul is helping me with my words today. So yes, he's helping me explain. So this, I'm not going to bother cleaning it out because that's what it was before. But this is where we will put our powdered. I usually get a different brand, but this was on a good deal, and I wanted to get this particular deal. But this is for powder laundry detergent when there's something really tough stains, or I need something to really soak in, and sometimes even as a cleaner I will use it. So I'm going to have my powder detergent here, but this powder will last a long time for us because we really love our laundry sheets. This is just as a backup. And especially if we're waiting for the new, actually right now I'm waiting for the new laundry sheets to come in with my next order. So when that comes in, you know, I'll be thrilled. But if in between that we're waiting, I've got a little backup of powder detergent.
Can I suggest you pour this in there over the basket because it's kind of all over the edge here?
Yes.
I think it's going to spill everywhere.
Yes, indeed, it already has,
We can do
hasn't
that
it?
off camera or on camera, sure.
You know, we like to be real here, so.
We're going to be real messy.
So yes, that's a good idea.
I already
Paul.
spilled some on the floor just by opening it.
That's
so.
okay. So we, you know, okay, so
right, hang on.
we just want to try to salvage
Right.
the cover here. Okay.
You hold that on this. Pour it in here.
I'm going to do a small scoop in there and a big scoop, so depending on the size of the laundry. When I used to make a homemade laundry detergent, which I'm sure I will do again someday, I actually used to, it would fill this whole jar, and that's what I used the little scoop for. But I would make my own laundry detergent, and nowadays we're just, I don't know, I'm just a little lazier nowadays, so I don't do it as much, but. So I have these Prismacolor, they're like paint pens almost, but they're really just like a really cool marker. But I am going to freehand on here. I would advise to maybe pencil it in beforehand, but a little lazy today. I am not fancy with my lettering. I would love to be, so I do the best that I can. And this is an awkward shaped jar, so it's going to be interesting getting this on here, but we'll do the best we can. My next investment down the road, folks, will be the Cricut. So we can make nice labels. But for now, I am no Ray done, that is for sure, with the lettering. I love their lettering on things, but for now, this will do. So we have our laundry sheets, our dryer balls, our laundry detergent, powder detergent, and I have these two that I saved from candles. I just love this like frost, which has fingerprints all over it, but I just love this frosty blue glass jar here, and this really nice wooden top, and then we have a glass one, which I don't remember what was in there, but I'm going to get some of that glue off, and we'll label it, and I will have some nice things in here too associated with the laundry. So this one I'll probably put in our laundry beads that sometimes I will use to help the laundry smell nice. I don't use it often because it's not the best for the environment, so I will only do it once in a while, but it'll be nicely displayed in here. And I'm not sure what I'll put in here, but obviously there will be things for the laundry. But how pretty. Great way to reuse your jars, everybody. Now we're gonna hang this picture back up and we're going to see if it helps. I'm going to, yep, it dried on really good. And hopefully it will, oh good, one just fell off, I guess. Awesome.
3 should be enough. Can you reach up there?
I can. Hopefully that works. And that might be where the other one went. Oh my god. This is like a goofy show today. So here's where we are so far. We've got this stuff. Some of it you've already seen. So I will show you with each area that I pass what we're going to do. And we did fix some gaps that were up there. Okay, so we still have to put this thing here in the middle, this divider, just to close that up and make it look like one whole unit. Unfortunately, just time got ahead of us, so we just got away from us, so we just weren't able to do that in time. But we did, these labels aren't making me happy. They are not staying on, and obviously my printing is not the best, so we're gonna have to maybe do those over. We'll see, but you'll get the gist of it. We have that. I'm gonna fill these up. We have the sign back up and it's fixed. We have the window frame is all finished, and we have the curtains up. We have these handles are now black instead of white, and they are on. We have just little things finished. We have this little strip here. Yeah, don't mind our bucket of rags here and paint clothes. But we have a little strip here that separates the transition from the floors, and it's almost there, guys. We just have, what's left, as far as I can remember, is we have the trim around the rest of the room on the bottom of the floor, and we have this barn door. And don't mind our stuff here, but we have the barn door to finish.
And the trim around that door.
And the trim around the door as well, yes. And it's going to be a nice sliding barn door. And again, I think I've mentioned it before, but don't worry, folks, it'll be very secure, because this, you know, is just, it's secure with a lock, but we do have an alarm system. We have a hatchway with a special lock. We have a sliding barn door that will be for decoration, but also a little added security. So that and the trim should be it. We're very excited. So next week we're going to do a video of like fix-its, and this will be part of it, and you will finally see the finished room on top of the other things.
Welcome to Brambleberry Cottage, everybody.
Hello there.
Glad to have you back.
Glad to have you back. It is a beautiful weekend. I'm enjoying it, soaking it up as much as I can, because we are going to have a very rainy, snowy week, snow at the end of the week. And cold. We have been really enjoying this mild weather, but it's coming back.
In the sunshine, you gotta grab it while you can.
Yes, because that cold is coming back. So, so we've got some things for you this weekend. So, a little disappointing news. Our door and hardware did not, well, the door we're making, the hardware did not come in. For some reason, it's just taking a long time. So we're expecting it next week, but we have to get on with other projects. Right. So we will still do the door, but we will put it in as like a side note towards the end, because we want you to see how the door comes out. We're anxious to see how it comes out.
Excited,
yeah, but we did do some stuff today, this weekend. During the whole week, actually.
It's been a busy week, so we've squeezed in some projects here and there, as you saw in the laundry room.
Yes.
Some things that needed touching up. So,
Yeah, so a couple things we did tackle. Today, Paul had worked on, the laundry sheets box.
I just saw the box that we just made. Yeah, so that came out pretty well.
I think so. I'm excited about it. So we buy laundry sheets. I still do get powdered laundry detergent as well. So, and I'll fill the jars probably next week, maybe a little this week, because I have an assortment of jars, so just to make it look really nice on display. But the laundry sheets box, it comes in an okay box, but I just thought it'd be really cool if, if we made
something more permanent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it came out nice.
It did. So we have that, and we finished the window frame.
Right, framing up around the window, getting that painted, getting the curtain up. So I think it came out nice. That's nice.
It looks so much nicer.
Yeah.
And what else did we do? The strip in front of, from the floor, for the floor to meet the other
transition
floor.
strip, yeah. Got
Yes.
that done. That came out okay.
Yeah.
And I as you saw, some corners of the woodwork needed some filling in, so I caulked those and painted them brown just to give it a little camouflage look. Came out okay. It doesn't really show, at a glance, so I think it came out fine.
I'm okay with it. I'm not super picky. If I was doing this for someone else, we had
Right.
clients, obviously we'd be a little bit more picky. And there are certain rooms in our home where we just go that little extra mile. I think we were just getting tuckered out, and we don't have all the tools that we need, because things wear out in time, and it's just not been in the budget. So we kind of make do with the tools we have, and I think so far it's been okay. We just, on occasion, will have things where it just doesn't quite line up all the time properly, but we usually have a way of figuring it out.
We've been doing okay. Yeah, my jigsaw broke last year, and I just haven't had a chance to replace it yet, so I've been making do with the tools I have.
Yes.
It's been working out okay.
Yes, that's on his big list, so I think
Yeah.
we have a Father's Day gift. I'm gonna have to think about getting him a jigsaw, but yeah, no, so we did get some stuff done. I feel like we're missing something. Oh, we're still waiting on a rug, because we wanted an area rug in the room. We're still waiting on that. By the time we do this video, it could come in right at that point. So again, I'll show you that next week.
This weekend it's supposed to be in, right?
Yeah, so we'll show you next week, as well as the door, along with some other projects. And just as a kind of precursor to next week, what we're doing that is we're going to have a fix-it episode. We're going to go in and fix little things around. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
Just little things that just needed a little extra finesse to finish it up. Some things we learned. Some things we learned along the way that just needed to be
adjusted or
yeah. So that kind of thing, and just some things that just pop up as being a homeowner does. Things
sure
just kind of get in the way.
They always pop up.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably tackle that as well. But that's it for this week, really, and weekend.
So it's been a good week. Thanks for joining us very much. If you're a new subscriber, please say hey in the comments. Give us a little hi. And if you've been around for a while, with us for a while, say hi as well. We'd love to hear from you.
And on that note, we want to say welcome to all the new subscribers we've been getting the past few weeks.
Yes.
We're very excited to have you on here. We do like to consider ourselves a little family, a little community, and we love the exchange back and forth of questions and comments. And we've learned a few things from some of the comments as well, and we're very appreciative of that. That's what we want this to be, an open forum where we just politely say comments to each other, and everyone's been really lovely on there so far, and we hope it continues to stay that way. We really appreciate your questions and your comments and your really kind words. We're very excited that we're able to have this exchange with people. That's what we wanted right from the start.
Exactly. It's kind of a little community. So yeah, it's really nice. We're not experts by any means on many of the things we do. But some of the things we're pretty knowledgeable about, so we appreciate questions. Or if you have a comment that maybe something doesn't look right, or you have a question about something, please ask. And, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you like this video or other videos, please give us a thumbs up. And
if you're watching, if you're a new watcher, please hit the subscribe button. We'd really love to have you join our community.
Yes, and there's a notification bell right in the corner. If you want to not miss any episodes, push that bell, and you'll be able to get notified when there's a new one up. But feel free to look back for some of the newer subscribers, to go back to some older episodes and check us out and see what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish with the cottage.
On a low budget.
On a low budget, and we're trying to accomplish this within a couple of years. Obviously, we want to go even further than that for really big projects, but for now, we're doing the smaller. We're just trying to aesthetically change the cottage to maybe a new modernized look, and make it to the point where we are at now, to make it nice and comfy and pretty. And we think we're getting there. We're getting there, but it's going to take a while. But beyond that, the major projects that we'd love to do all depends on how the next couple years go. And if it goes well for us, we will be attacking some very, very major renovations. But for now, we're keeping it small, and we hope you are enjoying what you're watching, and thanks for coming along.
Thanks for joining us, guys. See you next week.
See you next week, everyone.